today we have September the 10th, and it's our 15th video. I have to thank you, all of you, for watching us, and we are very sorry for the people of Florida. Our thoughts are with them. And we will start the question period.
Okay, referring back to the Antichrist topic from the previous video, Stephanie S. writes, you spoke of the Antichrist with the letters E and F and crocodiles. I heard that this person was already born and coming out of Egypt.
That will make a sense because crocodiles are living in Egypt.
Well, right.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Or close to the River Nile, because we were kind of discussing that off camera.
Yeah.
But do you see him coming from that part of the world? Do you see him coming from that part of the world?
It's a silhouette with a lot of vibration, so who knows, maybe that's the answer. Because it's a lot of, and it's a silhouette, a lot of vibrations, so maybe. And that will make sense that they usually wear those outfits that looks like blankets. That wouldn't be that good for us because it will mean that it's the Arabic movement will be the one that will produce someone like that.
Just you're seeing a silhouette with a lot of vibrations?
Yeah, but that would, how could I answer differently coming from that part of the world? I see the silhouette, so that might be the answer.
Can you focus on a silhouette with vibrations a little bit more?
And what is the rest of the question?
Well, it's very vague. You know what I mean?
It's rising. It's rising. So some movement might be rising from over there. I see that over on top there is a silhouette, and there is something like it's going up, like movement on the clock. So probably that's what it is from that part of the world, from Middle East or Egypt.
Do you know what kind of work this person is presently doing? What field they're in?
Putting balloons, it's like sending messages, sending information, and then I will be for observing. So I don't know if that's a work, but that person wants to send his own opinions because the balloon's going up, and the eye will be for messages or even some spiritual movement. They might be. That's what came in.
Okay. So this is a good question here. Bonnie G writes, my blood type is Rh negative, and there are only about 15% of us here. We know we don't belong here, and when we mate with an Rh positive person, we need Rh immunoglobulin injection so our blood won't kill our babies if it mingles. Scientists can trace our blood back to only about 150,000 years, and it can't be cloned. We are copper-based blood. Copper conducts electricity, and the list goes on, but the bottom line is we are different. Please, can you tell us where we are from?
It's a rain of sparkles coming from above. My conscious mind is telling me that a lot of royalty families were negative. And they didn't, that was the reason they didn't want to mate with poor people, because the children wouldn't be born or there would be problems. But I see the rain of like little sparkles, little gold. So probably from somewhere from above us, from a different planet. I know I read about this a long time ago, that the English family has that that type blood minus.
Can you go back and see what this planet looked like?
Between two planets, and there is still far away. I can't see too much. It's just between two planets. Is that possible? Even I'm not. I don't know enough about planets.
You're saying a sun between two planets, or a planet between two planets?
Two planets, I think that's mean, and then there are stars between them, so going far away. So we can't really figure out where are they from. But I believe on my own that people came from different planets. Because when you are looking even in Egypt, those figurines were very different. They have different heads, they have different posture.
All right. Drifty Vandweller asks, does Tiffany Trump think think like the rest of her siblings, or is she an independent free thinker?
She's looking different way. She doesn't really. She's not one of them. Because it was like, don't look at me, I'm not them. I'm incognito, like that kind of posture. So I think she, and they don't accept her the same way as they are with each other, especially Ivana's children's. My own opinion, I think he didn't love her mother as much as he loved Ivana. Ivana was his biggest love. And he still loves her. Some ways he does. That's the reason he married Melanie, because she has the same kind of accent, attitude. Not the attitude. Ivana had a very strong personality. She could tell him to go to hell sometimes. And they love each other. He loved her. He didn't like his second wife. And Tiffany's mom was not the woman that he wanted to have affair, but he didn't want to have relationship. But he was forced because she made him to. She confronted Ivana. And to this day, he is taking on their own daughter because of that. It makes sense. To me, I think if man loves his wife, he's very much involved in the children's lives.
Okay.
I'm married for 37 years and my husband is a wonderful father to our children.
Okay, carrying on. Photocaz asks, what is the story of Bigfoot Sasquatch? Are they interdimensional? How can they remain so hidden?
they were here, but I don't know. I don't see them. I think they are not visible because they are not anymore around us. I think they are gone. It's emptiness. It's like seeing in Alberta the fields are covered with snow and there is no any symbol of life. I think they were existing, but right now I think they are gone. That's the reason we can't really spot them. I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to see Sasquatch, but I don't think they are still around us.
Are there intelligent creatures living underground?
They are laying down. I think they are not underground living. I don't see them living there.
What did you mean laying down?
It's like putting them to the grave and put the, earth on top of them. I don't think they are underground living. I think they are just dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to see one of them, but that's what came to me, and I don't want to give you a different opinion.
Fair enough. Okay, Zakia C writes, what happened to the missing Malaysian Air Flight's MH370 flight some years ago?
2 years ago, I think.
3.
I have goosebumps.
Never seen you do that before.
No, it was like he's flying.
Jeez, your eyes changed too.
And it was such a shock. So it went under the water on this position. Really negative energy. I think it's gone towards closer to Australia, but it was like going. And I know it was going towards China, but that's what I have seen. Ask mom.
Oh. Was there foul play involved? Was there something on board that someone wanted to steal?
Why I feel like vibration going up and up. Well, I don't see anything like that. I just see the circle going on, tunnel of vibrations going up. I know in Europe TVs they were saying that there was 2 million pounds, 2 tons of gold on that plane. They were never telling us about this in Canada. So that was the news from over there. But I don't understand what that spiral means, going like up.
Low pressure or something like that?
Connect me with some passengers. Ask about how they felt at that.
What was going through the passengers' minds when they started having turbulence?
They were all head downs, shaking, and they knew they are dying. It was like the top of the plane was open. I can't, like top of the plane will blast it to be open. That's what I see, it's like a hole in a plane and everyone put the head down.
Was the plane attacked?
Something in a plane. It's like something in a plane was like a bomb. It was something on a plane that exploded. It's like a missile. But I don't know if it was... I think something exploded on the plane, but I don't understand that spiral, what that was. And then the first one was that it went under the water. But the passengers, they knew they are going to die. And they put the heads between the legs. Okay. Any other questions?
Let's go with... what is Trump's ultimate objective when he focuses on a tax reform plan?
What do you mean objective? It's
like what is he trying to achieve in this tax reform?
arrow going up and then changing into a tree, pine tree. He wants to achieve as much as possible. Probably the top of the people will be able to achieve more because he wants to do something to rise the standard of living or whatever. I don't know. It's the arrow going up. So maybe for the upper class it will be better because I see that nothing for the bottom, it's just on the top is the arrow going up. It might be that the richer will be richer.
How will that turn out for the American people?
I think I answered already.
Well, what about the middle class?
They will go on the ladder down.
So greater separation of
finances. And I think in the previous one it was showing that the richer will go rich and the poorer will go poorer.
Yeah.
And I think his plans are for achieving as much as possible for the top, because the arrow goes up. Okay.
One last question, because something was on TV today. So Fred Trump, Donald's father, was arrested in New York. I think
1927.
1927, you saw it. And he was arrested in his KKK outfit. So clearly he's got some flow, you know. Did Donald Trump grow up involved in the KKK? Does he hold some sort of office with that union?
It's holding like a trophy on your hands. To him, those people were trophy makers. He thought that's the way it's supposed to be. We both have parents. His father is German, my father is German. My mother never let us to think that Germany is better than Poland. And my parents divorced when I was 12. He was growing in an environment that he thought that whatever the Germans were thinking was right. My father's mother was German, and she loved Hitler. Until he took her 16-year-old son to the war. After my father finished 16th birthday and 1 week, he got a ticket. She hated him because she had only one child and she started hating Hitler. But before that, she loved him absolutely, like everyone in the Reich, which was German. I can understand that, because that was the propaganda, that he is so great, he will do the best for the country, he wants absolute power, and so on. Some part of Germans loved him, most Germans loved him. And I understand that. And I think Trump grew up with that feeling that the white people are better. And that's his attitude.
Fascist?
You know what? You grow up in an environment and you think it's the proper way of thinking. You just accept the rules, and that's his rules from his childhood. Yeah. Prove me wrong, but I think that's what it is. It's like a trophy on a hand.
If that's true, one last question. If that is true, why did he allow Ivanka to marry Kushner?
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Yeah.
Spinning wheel. Spinning wheel like in roulette. Money, money.
Like casino money?
Something related to the money. It's like a roulette spinning wheel. He is rich, and she wanted to do what she wanted to do.
Well, he's keeping him pretty close.
Yeah, and you know what? He might have different opinion about Jewish now.
It's interesting though, like...
I don't think every German will hate Jewish people, so I'm not saying that. That's his attitude.
It's just interesting he didn't
because he was growing up around a lot of Jewish people who were very influential. Most of his lawyers are Jewish.
Yeah.
So he might have different opinion about Jewish.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching us. We are very proudly have to announce that it's 250,000 people was watching our videos. And I have to thank my son for that, because I will do nothing without him. And he's the one who is working so hardly about to put together the videos and the front page. And he's telling me what to do, where to sit, where to look. So, and please watch us. We are very happy making those videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye. That's all you need to say. Thank you.